Student, we were discussing the physical features of India, grade 9th geography, and till now we have discussed the major physiographic divisions, that is Himalayas, northern plains, after that peninsular plateau and desert. And today we are going to discuss the coastal plains, the western coastal plains and the eastern coastal plains. So the stretch of narrow coastal strip, at the margins of the peninsular plateau. So the stretch of the coastal strips at the margins of the peninsular plateau is our western and the eastern coastal plains. So now these strips run along the Arabian Sea on the west, and Bay of Bengal on the east. Now if we talk of western coastal plain, so it is a narrow plain. So western coastal plain, it is a narrow plain sandwiched between Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. So it is sandwiched, the narrow plains these are, which are sandwiched between Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. So these are narrow plains because of the elevated Western Ghats, and it consists of the three sections. First is your Konkan plains, then is Kannada plains, and then is Malabar coast. So Konkan, your Mumbai to Goa part is Konkan, and then Kannada plains, that is your Karnataka one portion, and then the Malabar coast near the Kerala portion. And rivers on the west coast, they form the estuary. So whichever rivers they flow, Narmada and Tapi, the major rivers which flow into the Arabian Sea, they form estuary. An estuary which consists of the brackish water is estuary. Now coming to the eastern coastal plains. So if we see the eastern coastal plains, these are more wide than the western coastal plains. Because the eastern Ghats, they are not that much elevated and they are discontinuous because so many rivers they cross and they form the deltas here. So that's why the eastern coastal plains, they are more wide. And two sections, the eastern coastal plains, they have Coromandel coast and the northern Sircar. So these are the two sections, that is the Coromandel coast and the northern Sircar. And here the river form delta. So the rivers which are east flowing, they form the delta here. So while draining into the Bay of Bengal, all the Himalayan rivers, they deposit the sediments here on the east coast, thus forming the deltas. Now the next is islands. Besides the vast mainland, the country has two group of islands also, that is Lakshadweep Island and the Andaman and Nicobar Island. So the Lakshadweep Island is in the Arabian Sea and the Andaman and Nicobar is in the Bay of Bengal. So Lakshadweep Island, the group lying close to the Malabar coast of Kerala. So this is Malabar coast of Kerala, and close to this the Lakshadweep Islands are there. So it is composed of some small coral islands, and mainly the atolls are found here. So coral, the small organisms, microscopic organisms which live in the colonies and they secrete calcium carbonate, out of which the skeletons and reefs are made. So different kinds of coral reefs are there, barrier reef, fringing reef and atoll. And in Lakshadweep, here the atolls are found, that is the circular or the horseshoe shaped coral reefs are found here in the Lakshadweep. And earlier the name of the Lakshadweep was Lakadiv, Minicoy. They were known by the name of Minicoy, Lakadiv and Amandiv, which was renamed in 1973 as Lakshadweep. It covers very small area of 32 square kilometer, very small area it covers, and the administrative headquarter is Kavariti. So the administrative headquarter of Lakshadweep, Kavariti, and Piti Islands, which is there in the Lakshadweep only, the government has declared it as a bird sanctuary there. Inhabited island it is, and the government has declared it as a bird sanctuary. Now the next in the Bay of Bengal is our next group, that is Andaman and Nicobar. So it is the elongated chain of islands. So if you see, it is a elongated chain of island, and it is divided into two broad groups. The northern part is Andaman and the southern part is Nicobar, and it is believed that these islands are an elevated portion of submarine mountains, the submerged mountain. When the collision happened, when all this Himalayas and the Purvanchal system was formed, at that time only it is believed that these islands are also elevated part of this submerged mountains. An equatorial kind of climate is found here a lot of rainfall, more than 400 centimeters. So here a lot of rubber cultivation is done because rubber requires equatorial kind of climate, and rainfall more than 200 centimeter. And then after this we have to see, so this was our island groups, Andaman and Nicobar and the Lakshadweep. Andaman and Nicobar in Bay of Bengal and Lakshadweep in the Arabian Sea. So now we have to see the importance of all the physiographic divisions and the physical feature, the different physiographic divisions we have seen, and we have highlighted the unique features of each and every division. And these divisions, they add value to our natural resource of our country. So much diverse our country is, geographically also, traditionally also, culturally also diverse country is. And then if we see the mountains, we discuss the physiographic division of mountains. So what is the importance of mountains in our case? Major source of water they are, and the forest wealth, and they act as a barrier also. The Himalayas especially, they don't allow any of the monsoon laden winds to cross our country, and they also don't allow the cold winds to enter into our country. So they act as a barrier from any foreign aggression also. They protect us. Then if we see the northern plains, then they are the granaries of our country. They are the food bowl. They provide us the food production, food grain production. They are rich in alluvial soil, abundant of water, and so many rivers here in the plains area. And if we see the plateau region, then again this Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh, again they are very rich in the minerals. Mining industry is flourishing here, so they are the backbone of the Indian economy. The iron and steel plants here. And if we see the coastal plains and islands, they also provide a lot of fishing activities, port activities. If we see the west coast, Marmagaon port is there. Then after that Mangalore port is there, and on the east coast if we see Visakhapatnam port is there, Paradeep port is there. So many, Chennai port, so many port activities. Trade is flourishing, and then tourism is flourishing, and fishing also. Lot of seafood these region, the people of these region, they consume. So this is the importance of our physiographic divisions.